fam, and welcome to your boy Geekos Gamer Top on the microphone. And fam, it's Combo Breaker season. Get ready for what might just be the biggest fighting game festival of the year. This isn't just another tournament. This is Combo Breaker, a 24/7 celebration of everything we love about the FGC. It's where legends are made, new challengers rise, and the entire community comes together for one unforgettable weekend. With the dates set for May 22 to 24, all eyes will be on Schaumburg, Illinois, for what's shaping up to be a massive event for 2026. So, who's going to come out on top? What huge character reveals might be waiting in the wings? And which storylines will define the weekend? We're breaking down everything you need to know. We'll cover the games you have to watch, predict some surprise character hype, and explore the player narratives you absolutely can't miss. As always, Combo Breaker's official lineup is expected to be completely stacked, with predictions pointing to over 20 official tournaments. While the full schedule is still taking shape, we know the modern titans of the FGC will be front and center. First up, the undisputed king, Street Fighter 6. A win at Combo Breaker is always a huge statement, but this year, the stakes are even higher. The bracket is going to be an absolute shark tank, not just of established stars, but because the entire Year 3 DLC character pass will be playable for the first time. That's right, fan favorites Sagat, Sea Viper, and Alex are entering the ring, and this will be their first major tournament test. The community is buzzing with anticipation to see how these icons shake up the meta, but the tournament itself is only half the story. The buzz is deafening that the legendary Ingrid will complete the Year 3 roster, with her official release slated for May 28th. All eyes will be on the main stage, expecting the drop of her World Tour gameplay trailer. This makes the Street Fighter 6 event a can't-miss moment, a perfect storm of top-tier competition and massive reveals. Next, you've got Tekken 8. If you're looking for pure, unadulterated hype, this is the brackets to watch. Tekken 8 matches are a spectacle of explosive movement, incredible momentum swings, and comebacks that will have you on the edge of your seat. With the recent debut of Kunimitsu set to shake up the roster, even top players from around the globe will be tested. One perfect read can flip an entire set, making this bracket a guaranteed clash of titans. The top 8 matches will be showcased on Sunday, May 24th, but not before a huge reveal. Just before the top 8 begins, we will get a first look at the final character in the Season 3 DLC Character Pass, adding another layer of can't-miss hype to the proceedings. Then there's the flashiest show in town, Guilty Gear Strive. Strive is pure adrenaline. It's a game of overwhelming offense, pixel-perfect execution, and some of the most jaw-dropping visuals in the genre. If you want to see matches that are destined to become highlight clips, this is where you'll find them. The Strive community is one of the most dedicated and skilled out there, and their Combo Breaker tournament always delivers. And finally, we have the heavyweight newcomer, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. The game, launched on April 24th, 2025, this game will have had a full year to breathe, and Combo Breaker 2026 will serve as a massive proving ground for its competitive future. By then, the game's Legend Edition will be out, meaning both Season 1 and Season 2 of DLC will have had time to settle in. The Legend Edition brings a stacked roster, with Season 2 already including heavy hitters like Kim Jae-hoon, the returning Blue Mary, the intimidating Nightmare Geese Howard, and Wolfgang Krauser. This tournament will be a crucial test of the game's evolving meta. But the hype doesn't stop there. All eyes will be on the main stage for a potential reveal for the Season 2 DLC character pass's May spot, with rumors pointing to Robert Garcia as the next Mr. Karate. With Kenshiro also confirmed for the June spot, Combo Breaker will be a critical look at who can master the current roster while the future of the game unfolds live. Now, let's talk about the game that could steal the whole show. Riot Games' 2XKO. We still don't have a hard release date, but if the stars align and the game launches in time, Combo Breaker 2026 could be one of its first major post-launch tests in a massive open bracket setting. As a 2v2 tag fighter born from the world of League of Legends, 2XKO carries an immense amount of hype and scrutiny. The core of the discussion will inevitably revolve around its unique mechanics, especially the fuse system. However, in a move to ensure competitive integrity, Combo Breaker has already announced a ban on the new Teamfight Fuse, citing balance concerns and logistical issues with duo versus single team dynamics. This decision puts even more pressure on the remaining systems. A high-pressure tournament like this would be the ultimate stress test for the game's balance. How will the top duos innovate within these adjusted rules? The absence of team fight makes its debut bracket not just a tournament, but a public trial for its future as a top-tier esport. We've talked about the big games, but I want to know what you think. Who are you rooting for in Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8? What are your bold predictions for Fatal Fury's first year? Let me know in the comments below. As exciting as the new games are, what makes Combo Breaker truly special is its dedication to the roots of the FGC. This event understands that fighting games are built on history. That's why the Legacy lineup is always a major highlight. Based on past events, it's a safe bet we'll see brackets for the games that defined generations. Staples like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 almost always show up, bringing their unique brand of beautiful, high-flying chaos. You'll also likely see the godfathers of the genre, like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike and Vampire Savior, where fundamentals and reads are everything. And let's not forget the other beloved communities. We're likely to see dedicated tournaments for Killer Instinct, Skull Girls Second Encore, and the pantheon of amazing ArcSys titles like Blaze Blue, Central Fiction. And of course, it wouldn't feel like a true celebration of the genre without Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown, a game of pure unadulterated martial arts chess. These tournaments aren't just side events, they're the soul of Combo Breaker. If you think Combo Breaker is just about watching tournament brackets, you're only seeing a fraction of the picture. This event is a full-blown fighting game festival, and the venue is alive 24/7. Traditionally, attendees can expect a massive bring-your-own controller BYOC area, with casual setups for countless games running all day and all night. There is the sprawling Artist Alley, where you can find incredible art and merchandise from community creators. Vendor booths from major developers and hardware companies often have demos of upcoming games or new gear to try out. And then there's the legendary Mystery Game Tournament. It's a massive bracket where every round forces players to compete in a different, often bizarre fighting game they may have never seen before. It's a true test of adaptability and pure fighting game fundamentals. And it's one of the most entertaining events of the entire weekend. From the free-play arcade cabinets to the tabletop gaming sections, Combo Breaker is built to be an interactive experience. Beyond the games, what makes any tournament memorable are the player stories, and Combo Breaker 2026 is poised to deliver some incredible narratives. First, there is the new King storyline. With a game like Fatal Fury City of the Wolves being fresh on the scene, and the first time Krauser's lineage will be canonized, paralleling Geese's lineage through Rock Howard, there's a power vacuum. Which players will adapt the quickest? Who will put in the lab time to establish themselves as the early player to beat? And if 2XKO is in the mix, we'll see that race happen all over again. Then, we have the timeless narrative, the old guard versus the new blood. In established games, such as the old guard games, like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, UMVC 3, Virtua Fighter 5 Revo, you have the reigning champions. And in the new blood corner, games like Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8. These new titles will showcase fresh energy, mechanics, and competitive meta shifts. Not every year, new challengers emerge, hungrier than ever to prove they belong at the top. With names like Sonic Fox, Goichi, and Leffen often in the mix and majors, the stage is set for potential legendary clashes. Will the veterans hold their ground, or will we witness a major upset? Finally, there's the legacy specialists. In the brackets for games like Third Strike and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you'll find players who have dedicated decades to their craft. They are the guardians of their games. Watching them play is a masterclass in dedication. But the question is always whether a new challenger has finally figured out how to dethrone these long-reigning kings. Combo Breaker is shaping up to be an unmissable weekend. It's where the biggest modern titles could share the stage with beloved legacy classics. It's where we might see Riot's ambitious plans for 2XKO put to the ultimate test. And it's where the player stories we'll be talking about for the rest of the year will be written. This is more than a tournament. It's a full FGC festival, a celebration of the competition, the community, and the passion that makes fighting games so special. It's going to be an incredible weekend, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. So fam, that's it from me and the video. If you enjoyed this preview, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our recap video. Until then, get in the lab and get ready for Combo Breaker. So, thanks for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some fighting games. See y'all in the next video. Away!